Greetings and salutations to all of my comic book fans out there. This is Dante D bringing you another video. The topic for today's video will be affordable #1 comic book issues to add to your collection. I kind of wanted to keep with the affordable theme just because the response to my affordable comics to add to your collection video was great. I had never had that many views on any of my videos, to tell you the truth, and the responses was overwhelming. Actually, everyone really liked the video. The comments were overall positive, and just want to say to everyone, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video as much as the last one. So with today's #1 issues to add to your collection, the criteria to make this list was the book had to be affordable. So we're looking at under $50. There might be a few exceptions in this list of books that I've kind of compiled here, but I'll let you know once I get there. I just wanted to give you a little quick disclaimer that my pricing is off. I did get a few comments on my affordable comics video, the previous video that I did, that my pricing was off. I'll admit I have not researched what these books are going for currently. I'm kind of just going from memory of what I paid for them at the time that I bought them. I've been collecting comic books seriously probably for the past 6 years, I would say, and I've really kind of slowed down in recent months just because I'm getting to a point where I'm actually very happy with the books that I have amassed here. So what I'm going to do is when I throw a price out there, it's likely going to be what I paid for it at the time. I just really didn't have the chance to go on eBay and see what these books are going for currently. And the prices of these books do change constantly. So this is where community comes in. If you could, in the comments, just let me know what some of these books are going for. If there have been any huge changes in the prices of some of these books, let me know. The other thing I'd like to point out at this time too is today's video I will be shooting like this, with me holding up a particular book and kind of presenting it this way. In my previous videos, what I've done was I always did my intros with my computer, and then I would kind of switch to my iPhone to actually zoom in on some of the books. But I've gotten some comments that the audio once I switched was very low. So I know the audio with this is a little better. I know the microphone is probably a little better in this computer, so I will be doing the video like this, and hopefully that solves all of the audio issues. So without further ado, here is a list of affordable #1 comics that you should have in your collection. Everyone loves to see #1s, right? Even if they're not worth anything, everyone just loves the way a #1 looks in their collection, to know that you have the very first issue of that particular series. It just makes a collector feel good, if you know what I'm talking about. Let me know if you feel the same way. So what I'll do is I'll hold up the books and I'll kind of let you know why you should have them in your collection. So in no particular order, here goes. So first book here is The Punisher Warzone #1. This is just a really iconic book from the 1990s that got a lot of attention back when it came out. I actually have not read it yet. As you can tell, I have not bagged and boarded it. It's still raw. I still have to read this, but I've heard the story was okay. Let me know what you thought of it. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know if you have this one in your collection. Next book we have here is Kull the Conqueror #1. This is another book that I've picked up recently. I actually picked it up at a pretty good price. I actually got it in a lot for a lot of, I think, 7 other books for about 20 bucks. So I think the price is pretty good. Now, it is kind of a beat up copy. It is complete, no cutouts, anything like that. But it is kind of worn. Reason why you should have this: it is an early Marvel comic. This one here comes from 1971, if I can recall correctly, and it is just kind of cool looking. I really like it. There's really nothing too significant about this, but you know, it's I've heard it's really great. Again, I haven't read it yet, but really interested and excited to get into this one. Next one we have here. I was actually really kind of debating whether I wanted to add this on here because I really do want to do another video on different comic book miniseries that I think are really really important to the medium. But I just love this book so much. This is Venom, the Lethal Protector, #1. This series here is freaking awesome. I love this story. It's really entertaining. The art's great, and just an all-around great book. This book here you can probably get for, I don't know. See, the thing is when you go on eBay, I actually just got this recently. When you go on eBay, you are usually buying these as a whole set. Usually, most people aren't selling these singly. But if you are going to get this book, I would recommend buying the whole series. I believe there are six issues for this series. Just buy the whole series. The whole series you should be able to get for about $20. At one time, I know this was really cheap, but for some reason this has gone up in price lately. Don't know why. I don't know if there's a Venom movie coming out or whatnot, but definitely a great book. It's all nice and shiny and purty and looks really nice. But I mean, besides the fact that it looks nice, it is really a great book. You really need to pick this up. Next book we have here is Cable #1. Significance of this is I think this is the first Cable solo series, and again, it's really shiny. Back when there were all those gimmicks back in the 90s, you know, really ostentatious type covers. But yeah, it's his first Cable solo series. I got this from Midtown Comics, I believe. I don't live in New York, but I ordered it off of Midtown Comics' website, and I believe I only spent like $2 for it or something like that. Not an expensive book, not really that high sought after, but the fact that it is, I believe, the first Cable and solo series makes it worthy of a spot in your collection, I think. Next one, and some of these books you're probably going to recognize from some of my other videos. Some of these other books, like this one here, Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, have popped up before. Again, the reason why I included this was, A, it's a great series, great book. Absolutely love it. Like, I've said this before in the past, you know, a lot of people in the 90s complained that comics in the 90s kind of went down in quality in terms of art and in terms of story. But I have to say, and let me know if you disagree or not, but I firmly believe that Batman is one of those characters that stayed consistently good with respect to story and art throughout the whole 90s. I absolutely I actually like Batman stories from the 90s better than the ones even from like the 70s. So Batman has always been awesome. But anyway, Legends of the Dark Knight, #1. Significant book, and the reason why it's significant says right there, the first new solo Batman book since the 1940s. So again, gimmick book, but great story, great art, and definitely worthy for your collection. And again, you should probably be able to get this book rather cheaply. Don't remember what I paid for it, but I don't think it's going to cost you any more than $5. I personally would not spend more than $5 for this book. These things are a dime a dozen. Next, again, you've probably seen this before in my other videos because I have included it. This one here appeared in my Affordable Comics to add to your collection. This is just a variant cover. You probably will recall from the 1991 Jim Lee X-Men. That's what this is. X-Men #1, Jim Lee. There were multiple covers here. And again, you need to have this in your collection. I cannot stress how important this is to any comic book collection, because this is a book that holds a world record for highest sales for a single issue of comic books. This book here is estimated to have sold 8 million copies, and again, I've included that little tidbit in my other videos there. But great book, great art, awesome story. Absolutely love this book. You need to have it. Cannot stress enough how much you need this book. Again, not worth very much, but if you really like comics and you like comic book stories and art, this is one you need to have. Really enjoy it. Yeah, you know, like, yeah, really, I think there are two types of collectors. There are those who collect because they actually like comic books and they like reading comic books. They don't care how much they're worth. And there are those that collect them because they might be worth a certain amount, or they might be able to flip them in the future, thinking that they're going to increase in value. I personally am not one of those that really cares about how much they will increase in value. I really care more about significance, and I've said this before. I care more about the significance to the comic book medium. If the story's good, if the art's good, if it created some sort of controversy at the time it was released. Those are the things that are important to me. I think I'm really a nerd, comic book nerd in the truest sense of the word. So moving on here, we have X-Force #1. Again, you've seen this one before in some of my videos. This one here is Rob Liefeld art. This one holds the #2 spot for most sales for a single issue. This one is estimated to have sold about 5 million copies, I believe. I really have to say the story's not that great in this. Again, Rob Liefeld isn't really that great of a writer, but it is definitely one of the most noteworthy books from the 1990s. 1990s, the dark age of comics, the whatever you want to call it, the modern age. So many names for that age. I love the 90s comics, really, like, because they're so cheap, and a lot of them actually are pretty good. You really got to give them a chance. They're great. I should do a video just on 90s comics, because I really do like 90s comics. Next I have here is X Factor #1. I've seen this before, and this is just a great book. This is the reason why you should really pay attention to this. It's the return of the Phoenix. For those of you hardcore fans that can recall, the Phoenix actually was dead for quite some time in the X-Men comics. She returns in this book, and this is when the original four X-Men, original 5 X-Men, I can see them right there. The original 5 X-Men reunite. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we have Iceman, Marvel Girl, Cyclops, Angel, and the Beast. Yeah, so definitely a great book to have. Not very expensive. Maybe I don't think I spent more than $5 on this, and I definitely would not spend more than $5. Very, very common book. Next one here is going to be a little bit more of an expensive one. This one here is Wolverine #1. This is the first solo Wolverine series. It's written by Frank Miller. It's actually a limited series. I think it only ran for like 4 issues, I believe. This is going to be one of those more expensive ones. I don't know what this book is going for right now. I don't think I spent more than $50 on it when I bought it. But again, the prices could have changed on this. So definitely a really significant book to have in your collection. First Wolverine solo series, pretty good story. Frank Miller's work right here. So awesome. Yeah, Frank Miller was a huge rock star in the 80s, I think, with respect to comics. Dark Knight Returns, Batman Year One, that Wolverine. So anything, you can't really go wrong with anything Frank Miller in your collection. Next we have, you've seen this before, this is Wolverine Vol.2 #1. Now this is when Wolverine he became so popular he transitioned to a monthly book. So this ran for actually quite a while. I believe it ran well into the 90s. I mean, they've relaunched it many times, but I think this particular volume ran for quite a while. Great story. Really great. You need to have this in your collection. And as far as cost, this is again going to be one of those more expensive ones. Right now, you're probably looking between $50, $80, if I'm not mistaken. I think I spent about $30 when I bought it about 5 years ago. So, great book. Next, Web of Spider-Man #1. It's Spider-Man #1. That's what's really significant about this book. This is the one where the symbiote, the black costume, the symbiote that binds to Peter Parker, is separated from him with the bell. It's actually a scene in Spider-Man 3, which wasn't the greatest movie, but really a noteworthy storyline. So need this one. Not too expensive. I do remember that when I bought this book, I spent $7 on it, $7 US. and now I don't know, it might have gone up in price. I'm not sure. Let me know if it has gone up. Next here is Werewolf by Night, number 1. This book here, again, you got to be careful. The prices will vary for this, especially based on the condition. This here is probably a VG, maybe a G VG. It is complete, nothing missing. It's decent condition. I remember when I bought this, I bought it for $13 US. I live in Canada, that's why I'm specifying US dollars. Yeah, this I spent $13 US on, and really great. I love Marvel horror. I think my favorite era for comic books, especially Marvel comics, is the 1970s. I just love the art from the 70s. I love all their books from the 70s. Yeah, this is definitely one you need to have in your collection. Really nice looking book, and story's great. Love Werewolf by Night. Yeah, Werewolf by Night's also one of those. It's that series. In issue number 32 was the first Moon Knight. So if you get the chance to pick that up, that'd be awesome. But very expensive book. I think you're looking at $400 or $500 for that book. So not ready to spend that much on that. Next here we have the Thing number 1. This is just I think this is the first Thing in his solo series. I think the first Thing solo series. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think that's why it's significant. But other than that, it's a great book. Like I said, I love the colors of this book, and I love the storyline. It's just awesome, and Thing is such an awesome character. Okay, so next we have Action Comics number 1. Not the Action Comics number 1, but Action Comics number 1. From when DC Comics did the New 52 relaunch. Now, I know the response to the New 52 was kind of mixed, but the reason why I think you should have this one in your collection is because this was the first relaunch of Action Comics since 1938. This is Action Comics Volume 2. So the first relaunch of Action Comics since 1938. You're talking, I think Action Comics ended well into its 900th issue. I can't remember what the last issue of Action Comics was, but it ended well into its 900th issue, and it's definitely the longevity of the Superman character is just uncanny. But this is okay story too. It's Grant Morrison story and Rags Morales art. Pretty good. I thought it was okay. Again, Grant Morrison's a little, weird with his non-linear narratives, but yeah, I think this is worth the pickup. Now, I got this when it originally came out. I think I bought it like a month after it came out, and I spent $5 on it, so a little bit more on the cover price. Don't know what this is going for now, but I can't imagine that it's going for too much more than $10. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think this is that popular of a book where it's going to cost you that much. So definitely pick this up if you get the chance. Next book I have here, and I strongly urge you to get this book. Superior Spider-Man number 1. This only came out a few years ago. I think it was back in 2013. And I freaking love Superior Spider-Man. I really wish they would have kept Doc Ock as Spider-Man because he really was superior. He was awesome. I love this book, and I've checked periodically if this book has gone up in price, and last time I checked was maybe about a year ago, and it really did not go up in price. There are actually some people still selling this for cover price, which I'm really kind of taken aback by, because this is a great series. I think it ran for about 30 issues or so, and it just awesome. Every single issue was riveting, and I loved it. So that's really what's significant about it, is because this is Doc Ock as Spider-Man. So pick it up if you get the chance. Next here we have Suicide Squad number 1. This is the first volume of Suicide Squad. It came out in the mid-1980s. And yeah, just pretty good book here. I really think you need to add this to your collection, especially with all the hype over the Suicide Squad with the movie, so on and so forth. You should be able to get this book for... I only got this not too long after the movie came out, actually. The movie is what kind of made me pay attention to Suicide Squad, and turns out to be pretty good. Now, I just want to caution you, Harley Quinn is not in this. Harley Quinn does not join the Suicide Squad until, let's see, and actually until the New 52. I think that was the first Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad. So, yeah, pick up this book. It's great, and I do not think I spent more than $15 on it. Let me know how much this is going for. Okay, on the topic of Suicide Squad, another one you really need to pick up is Suicide Squad #1. This is volume 4, 3, I don't know, 4, 3, something like that. I know it's not volume 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you really need to pick up this one. This is from Suicide Squad from the New 52 relaunch. This is the first, pretty sure this is the first Harley Quinn appearance in Suicide Squad. It's actually really incredible how much this book has increased in value. Initially, I think I got this actually later, and I ended up having to spend a little bit more for it. But originally, when this came out, for the first year or two, this book you could probably still get it for cover price. Then, when the Suicide Squad movie came out, this book just blew out of control in value. It is going to be one of those more expensive ones. I think on eBay right now it's maybe $70. I don't know if the market evened out. I bought this about a year ago, and I think I spent about $40-50 US on it. I don't know, something like that, maybe. Yeah, it's just it's a great book, awesome book. So you really got to pick this up. Next book we have is Spawn #1. This really is a must-have for any collection. It's one of those iconic books from the 1990s. This is Todd McFarlane art, Todd McFarlane story. Now, I'll admit, Todd McFarlane, when he first started writing, was not a great writer. I think Spider-Man #1 in 1991 was his first attempt at writing, and he got better as he progressed, but he really started off as a really crappy writer. Writing in this is pretty good. Not a big fan of the whole pinup art. I think he's a great artist, but he does way too many pinups. So, like, I mean, I cannot tell you how many pages are just like, one huge page of like a character. But Spawn is awesome. This sold a lot of copies, millions of copies, and you should be able to get this book nowadays for $10, I think. I know for a fact that I bought this about 3 years ago or something like that, and I spent about $5 or $6 for issues #1 and 2. And this is a pretty relatively high grade. So definitely a book that you need to have in your collection. Awesome. Spawn is just amazing. Actually, really good to kind of read even throughout. And Spawn is actually one of those characters that's survived to this day. I think without cancellation even. So one of Image Comics' flagship characters. Pick it up. Awesome character, awesome story. You need it. Next book here. I think this is actually the last Image Comics book that I have on the list, and that's Thief. No, sorry, I have a couple more. This is Thief of Thieves #1. This is the first. I think this is the first book that that Kirkman released since The Walking Dead, if I'm not mistaken. I know when this came out, people went crazy over it, and I know for a while this book really skyrocketed in price because there was talk of a show, so people on YouTube were marking it up big time. I think the market has evened out, but I still think this book, if you want to buy it today, I think would still be around $50. So it's definitely one of those higher end ones. But the story is awesome. You really got to read this. It's a great book. I read it for about 32 issues. Kind of stopped because they were getting really kind of inconsistent with their release schedule. They would release a book, then they wouldn't release another one for like 5 months or something like that. So I just said, screw this. But great book. You need to pick it up. Next one we have here is Talon #1. This is the first Talon, in first Talon in his own series. This one here didn't really get a lot of attention, but I love this book. This is great. It ran for 19 issues, I believe, and just solid story, solid art, really awesome. This is the Talon from we're talking Talon from the Court of Owls. So I'm sure some people didn't even know this book existed actually, but it's a great book. You got to pick it up, and I know this one won't be too expensive. You could probably get this single issue here for maybe $5. I'm thinking, or you can splurge and get the whole set for probably $40. I'm assuming. So I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, but yeah. Great book. Next one here, Swamp Thing #1 from the New 52 again. Great. The only reason why I included this on here is just because it's a great story. This is Scott Snyder's story, and I think who is this? Yannick Paquette. His art. Nothing hugely significant. I don't think. I mean, Swamp Thing's been around since the 60s. I think he debuted in House of Secrets '92 or something like that. He's been around for quite a while, but I think he really kind of became mainstream with this. Like this is actually the first Swamp Thing that I've ever read, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So pick that up if you get a chance. Again, you should probably be able to get it for maybe $10. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong. Again, always correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I didn't research. This next one here, this is hilarious actually. Hang on, give me a second here. No, this is not a whole series. This is Robin 2, The Joker's Wild. Okay, here are all the covers for it. That's a cool cover. I really like that one. That's kind of cool. And that. So again, this is Robin #2. From that gimmick era, right? Releasing multiple covers. The reason why I included this is a mini-series. Again, I didn't want to include too many mini-series on here, but the reason why I included this on here is I actually really like this story. Like, this is an awesome story. Really simple, really direct, just a really enjoyable read. And you can actually, funny thing is, you can actually get all of these covers in a little pack. I actually found this in a discount bin. The whole pack, every single cover for this particular series, for $1. So again, it's a pretty worthless book, but great to have in your collection because it's just a great story. And this is when they started kind of experimenting with Robin in solo books. So definitely worth it. I mean, again, everyone has $1 or 50 cents to spend on a great story, right? So pick it up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Next one here I have is iVampire #1. This is just an enjoyable. I love horror comics, by the way. This is just a great story. Ran for 19 issues. I was really upset actually when they canceled it, but it's really awesome. I don't like the cover very much, and this is Andrea Sorrentino art actually in the book. He didn't do the cover though. I was really disappointed they didn't let him do the cover, but he starts doing the cover and later on in the series, and his art is just fantastic. It's so angry and like, it's just awesome. You got to pick it up. And again, this book probably here, not very expensive. Again, this book did not get a lot of attention, but it definitely held its own, and it's very, very good. Next book we have here, Aquaman #1. Again, I have a lot of New 52 here. I love the New 52. I'm one of those that really love the New 52, so you'll see a few of those on here. But the reason why I find this Aquaman book so significant is because this is one, in my opinion, people started really kind of started to take Aquaman seriously. I mean, before that, we had the Big Bang Theory, Aquaman sucks, the whole Aquaman sucks thing was huge. Then this book came along and kind of changed that. And the thing I like about this book is they actually poke fun at the whole Aquaman sucks, the whole Aquaman sucks thing in it. It's hilarious. He actually kind of makes fun of himself. Great story, great read. This is Jeff Johns' story and Ivan Rice art. You got to pick this one up. I don't know how much this one. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much this is going for right now, but I don't think it's gone out of control too much in value. But it's great. Again, when I picked this up, I think I got the first like 15 issues for like 40 bucks maybe. Next here, this is Animal Man number 1. Again, nothing too significant about Animal Man number 1, but it's just a great read, and you should be able to pick this up for not too much money. This is by Jeff Lemire, who is actually from my hometown of Windsor, Ontario, and again, he's a great writer. He doesn't do the art in here. I'm not a big fan of his art, but I love his stories, and really great read. You got to pick this up. Again, not sure how much this is going for, but I know it's probably not that expensive. Animal Man kind of lost popularity once Jeff Lemire departed from the title. Next here, this is just another. It's a Hawkeye book. Haven't read it yet. This is from 1994. This isn't the first Hawkeye solo, but it's very cheap. You can get this for $1. Looks nice in the collection, and Hawkeye's one of those characters that I really like, so I think that's why I included it on here. Okay, next here we have the Secret Defenders. Haven't read it yet, but this was the Defenders relaunch, and I don't know. It's a nice looking book. I know people are not a big fan of the whole chrome thing, but I actually like it. I think it looks cool. Look at that. Like, I don't know. It's just nice to look at. But yeah, I like the Defenders. Defenders never was really a popular series back when it came out in the 70s. Not too popular, but yeah. Again, you should be able to get this book for $1.50. Probably found it in your discount bin. Okay, going back to the 70s. Let me know if you've ever heard of this character before, because before I found this, I never even heard of him. Skull the Slayer. Got this from Midtown Comics. Sorry, the grade's up there, VG. Here, I'll take it out so you can. Skull the Slayer, number 1. I have not read this yet. I know this book only ran for 8 issues. I actually got number 2 to 8 for $15, and I bought this number 1 from Midtown Comics online for $2 or $3, one of the two. Not expensive, but it is the first appearance of Skull the Slayer. I know that. I looked that up, and I know he's not a hugely significant character, but that's a cool cover. I mean, like this book just looks awesome, and I'm actually really excited to read it. Should be good. I'll let you know how it is. If you've read this before, let me know, because I'm actually really excited to delve into this. Okay, moving on. Sorry, there are a lot of books here, and I promise I'll put up a list. What we have here next is Black Panther, number 1. I think this is the first solo Black Panther series. Came out in the 70s. Now, Black Panther did appear regularly in a monthly before this, but it wasn't called the Black Panther. It was actually called Jungle Action. So there was a book called Jungle Action. I think it started in maybe the 60s. Correct me if I'm wrong. Excuse me. And it featured jungle stories. Then they decided to put Black Panther in there, kind of experiment with him for a bit, and eventually became Jungle Action featuring the Black Panther. Then I guess Black Panther got popular enough that they gave him his own series just called Black Panther. I remember I only spent $8 on this book. It was a while ago, but I only spent $8. So I'm not sure if it's really gone up in value at all, because I think they're talking about putting Black Panther in a movie. He's already in a movie, isn't he? I don't know. Let me know. I haven't really been watching the Marvel movies. But again, 70s Marvel, awesome. Take a look at it. Okay, next we have Shadow the Bat, number 1. Significance of this: first appearance of Victor Zsasz. Very cheap book. Great read. But again, very cheap book. You should be able to get this in your discount bin, hopefully for $1 or under. So pick this up. First Victor Zsasz. Next one we have here. This is probably one of my favorite books of all time. Batman #1 from the New 52. First Court of Owls, I believe. But this is the beginning of that whole Court of Owls thing, and which I'm freaking eating up. I love the whole Court of Owls thing. I actually have the variant cover too. That's how much I love this book. Just awesome. Great read. This is going to be one of those more expensive ones. I know this went up in value for a bit. For a while, you could not get this book for under $100, but I think the market has kind of evened out. You should be able to get this one, or this one here. This is actually the more expensive one, believe it or not, compared to this one. You actually should be able to get one of these for under $50. Let me know. I'm pretty sure it's evened out, but let me know how it is. But I think you should be able to get it for under $50. But great, this is a must-have. If you've not read this, first of all, where have you been? No, I'm kidding. If you have not read this, you need to. It's just awesome. Even if you don't want to spend the money on the actual single issues, get the trade. You won't be disappointed. Just awesome. Okay, the next book that we have here is Alpha Flight #1. This is the first solo Alpha Flight. It's not the first appearance. They first appeared in X-Men, I believe. Yeah, this is the first solo Alpha Flight, and it is the first appearance of two of the characters, actually, as someone kindly pointed out to me in one of my last videos. It is the first appearance of Marina, that's her name, who's right here, and the first appearance of Puck, who's right there. Great read. Awesome. Not very expensive book either. You should be able to pick it up for, hopefully, $5. I know I didn't spend more than $5 on this book. Let me know if it's gone up or down, but great book. You need it. Next book we have here, Todd McFarlane, Spider-Man #1. There are many additions to this book. This is the silver edition. This particular edition, I think, is about $10. But there are some edition, like the gold edition, I think the platinum edition. The platinum edition is worth a lot of money, actually, because it's just a really rare book. But the stories inside are the same for all these books. The story's not that great, to tell you the truth, but it is a noteworthy book from the 90s. This was a huge seller back when Todd McFarlane was the rock star artist. You need this one. It's really good, and hopefully you can get it for under $10. I think I got the whole series, like from 1 to like 25 for like $20, to tell you the truth. So if you can find a deal, which you should be able to, go for the deal before you spend the money on it. Next here we have Shazam #1. This is DC 70s. Again, I was not a big fan of DC comics in the 1970s. I am Marvel all the way when it comes to the 1970s. But this is a very significant book just because I believe this is the first appearance of Captain Marvel, or Shazam as they renamed him, in the DC Universe. He was previously a character that was owned by Fawcett Publications. He first appeared in 1940 in Whiz Comics #1. Then there were some lawsuits for many years because DC was suing Fawcett because they were saying that Captain Marvel, this guy here, was a little bit too much like Superman. And they were kind of threatened by him because I think for a while Captain Marvel was actually outselling Superman. So after a lengthy legal battle, DC got the rights for Captain Marvel and they renamed him Shazam. So, and I think this is his first appearance in the DC Universe. When I got this book, I got it a few years ago, but when I bought this book, I got it for $7. So don't spend too much on it because I think these are very, very common. Let me know. I mean, if you have this book, let me know how much you spent on it. Let me know if you're looking on eBay how much it's going for. So yeah, the story though, I have to say the story's not that great. It's very juvenile, very simple, kind of boring, but nice book to have in your collection. Next book I have on the list is The Phantom Stranger #1. I love The Phantom Stranger. There's nothing really too significant about this book. They really kind of, in this series in particular, they really kind of developed the character a little bit more. I know in the past this character wasn't really developed. He was kind of a mystery, and not a lot was known about him. But they kind of imply that that the Phantom, in this series anyway, that the Phantom Stranger was originally Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus, and after his betrayal and he hanged himself, he became the Phantom Stranger. So it's actually kind of really interesting, a really interesting take on the character, and it's definitely worth the pickup. So pick this up. You should be able to get it for under $5, hopefully. Let me know how much you've gotten it for. Next, we have Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #1. This book, probably going to be one of the more expensive ones. I believe it debuted in 1978. This is the first Spider-Man solo series since the Amazing Spider-Man debuted. Spider-Man became so popular with the Amazing Spider-Man that they had to release another book, another title with him in it. And this was it. If you can't have the Amazing Spider-Man #1, you might as well have the next best thing, which is this one here, because we all know the Amazing Spider-Man #1 is a very, very expensive book. So yeah, when I bought this book for, I believe, under $30. Don't spend too much on it, but I believe it has gone up in value quite a bit, probably going on eBay for $70. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I know I spent under 30 on this. Next here we have the New Mutants #1. First New Mutants in their own first solo series for the New Mutants. Their first appearance was in a graphic novel that Marvel released. Yeah, this is just a great story. I have 2 of them. So obviously, it's not that expensive because I have 2 of them. Yeah, great story, great series. Was the series that introduced Deadpool and Cable, obviously later on. But pick this up. You should be able to get this for under $5. The next book I have here is probably a little bit more on the expensive side, but it is probably one of my favorite books of all time. That is the Incredible Hulk King Size Special #1. I believe this is the same as Hulk Annual #1, I guess. This is a Jim Steranko cover. It's a very, very iconic cover. It's been kind of swapped many times later on in the 80s and 90s. Great. I just love this book here. It's awesome. But that being said, it is a little bit more expensive. You're looking at over $50 for this one, definitely. Probably in lower grade for about $80. In higher grade, you're spending probably up to, I don't know, $400 maybe on it. I don't know. Let me know what it's going for. But this is probably one of those more expensive ones. At the very least, expect to spend at least $80 on this if you're looking to get this. So that's Hulk. Next here is Invaders #1. This is when Marvel kind of tried to get some of their first characters back to the glory days during World War II. This takes place during World War II, and they have the Submariner, Captain America, and the the original Human Torch fighting against Nazis. Wasn't the most popular series, but definitely worth the pickup. Not that expensive of a book. Probably can get it for about $10, I think. Again, correct me. Yeah, so pick that up if you get the chance. Here again we have miniseries. Again, I was trying to avoid the miniseries, but I just had to include this. This is Infinity Gauntlet #1. This book has gone up in value. A little bit more expensive nowadays. You can probably get the whole set for maybe $80 nowadays. Again, I'm just throwing numbers out there. I know when I got this, I didn't spend too much on it, but you have to get this. This is a solid read, solid story. Absolutely love it. And it's one of the most, it's a very, very significant story and a very iconic story from the 1990s. Most people who were reading comics during the 1990s would know this story and could tell you quite a bit about it. So get it. It's awesome. All right, next we have Indiana Jones, Further Adventures of Indiana Jones #1. I just love Indiana Jones, and this series held its own in my opinion. I think it ran for about 30 or so issues. It's not based on the movie; these are completely original stories, and I loved it. And I have 2 of them, so again, not a very expensive book, and you should be able to get this for under $5. Solid read. Again, I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan, so that's why I have this. But really cool. Looks really awesome in a collection too. Next here, again, here's me with those weird books that some people probably didn't know existed. Planet of the Apes, #1. This one here is based on the Planet of the Apes movie, but the art is great, and the story's like the movie, but really awesome. Love this book. Really happy to have it. Don't remember how much I paid for this, to tell you the truth. I'm not even going to throw any numbers out there because I'm not entirely sure. So check this out. Let me know what you're getting it for, what you found it for. So we have here giant size chillers. I believe this is volume. I don't know if this is volume 1 or 2, but this is the volume that directly succeeds. This is the volume that directly succeeds this one. These are both not too expensive. This one here I actually got, I believe, in a discount bin. Shouldn't be more than in mid-grade. You're probably looking under $10. I'm thinking this one's a little bit more expensive just because it's a little older, I think. And this one I believe was about 15. I don't know, I'm just throwing numbers out there. But again, I'm a huge fan of Marvel horror. Even if these never go up in value, I'm so happy to have them because the stories are awesome. Again, I love those horror stories. So really happy to have these, and definitely need to pick them up. They're awesome reads. Next here, I had to include this one just because I love this book so much. This is Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, #1. This is one of those ones that's going to be a little bit more expensive too. Probably about $100 nowadays. I didn't spend that much for it when I got it, but this is very expensive, especially since the character's popularity is kind of increasing a little bit with the Netflix series that's out right now. So definitely one that you should get. And it's a great read. It's a great series. I'm so happy to have this book, and I love it so much. So if you can get this book, again, it's a little pricier, but if you can get this book, get it. Awesome #1 to have in your collection. Here's another Hawkeye. I believe this is the first Hawkeye solo series. Yeah, this is the first Hawkeye solo series, I'm pretty sure. Not too expensive. Limited series, 4 issues. It was okay. Okay read, pretty good. I didn't mind it. Probably a $3 book right now. Not too expensive. So pick that one up if you can, Hawkeye. Here's another one of those little bit more expensive ones, Ghost Rider #1. It's a little expensive, but it's not as expensive as Marvel Spotlight #5, which is the first appearance of Ghost Rider. See if you can get a deal on this, but this is going to be one of those more expensive ones, maybe over $100. I just included it because I actually really do like this book. I like this character too. So let me know how much you got this for. Let me know what this book is going for right now. Almost through here. Okay, next we have Flash #1. No huge significance with this book. This is just New 52 Flash. I absolutely love this story. You should be able to get it for under $5 right now. I just love the cover. It's really great. So Flash #1. Tomb of Dracula #1. This was a very iconic series from the 1970s, Marvel horror. Absolutely love this book. This is the series that introduced the world to Blade, the vampire hunter. Again, you need to get this book. Awesome. One of the more expensive ones. Again, I seem to be ending with the expensive ones here, but a little bit more expensive. Probably looking at over $50. See if you can get a deal on this one. But great book to have from the 1970s. And I just love it, and I'm really happy to have it. Next, 1975 Defenders. I believe this came out in 1975. No, sorry, before that, 1973. I was just looking at the cover price there. So this is the first Defenders in their own solo series, and I believe this is the first appearance of the Defenders ever. This one's hit or miss. Again, you could probably get it in a lower grade for maybe $20, $30. I know I didn't spend more than $30 on this back when I got it, but again, this is likely you're going to spend upwards towards 50, maybe a little, if not more. Let me know what this is going for, but great book. Really happy to have it. I love the Defenders, by the way. I know it wasn't the most popular series, but I love them. So awesome book. Happy to have it. And the last book on our list here is Crypt of Shadows #1. Again, like I said many times before, I love Marvel horror. Really happy to have this. This is not an expensive book. You should be able to get it for $5. I actually got and I have two copies. I actually was able to get numbers 1 to 20 with a couple missing in between for like $20 back when I got it. I mean, it's not the highest grade. These are like probably mid-grade. I think this one is in a little bit better shape than this one, but yeah, you can see there's I think there's a crease somewhere. No. Anyway, like I said, great book. Again, these generally the Marvel horror ones from the 70s are not going to be too expensive, just because a lot of them contain reprints of stories from the 60s and sometimes the 50s too. So that's why they're not as expensive. But again, they're really awesome. They look really nice in the collection. They're very affordable #1s, and the covers are all original, and they're just awesome. And it's nice to reread a lot of those horror stories from the 50s, because the books that those stories originally appeared in are a lot more expensive and unattainable for us average collectors. So it's the next best thing, and these are quite old themselves. So look great in a collection. So there you have it. Those are the my list of affordable #1s. These aren't all the #1s in my collection. There are obviously #1s that I did not include in here just because they're a little bit too expensive and would not be considered affordable. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there are any other affordable #1s that you think should have been on this list that I don't have. And let me know how much some of these books are going for nowadays. Because again, I did not look at how much they're going for on eBay right now. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Dante D signing off. Ciao.